I've been to Madeira many times. It's one of my favourite places in the world. But this time, we're coming with something a bit different. This is the DJI FPV vlog. What is going on, guys? How's it going? And yes, we are back in Madeira for the second time this year. We actually were here last year and, well, I just can't stay away. And we're actually back with these two guys. You probably recognise this guy. How's it going? You good?
How you doing? Yeah, all right. How you lot?
And this guy as well. We're here for a really exciting project. Probably one of my, well, most exciting projects to date. And that is flying the new DJI FPV drone. And we've actually got it early, a couple months earlier, with kind of the beta kind of product, and it's going to be really exciting to test it out, really push it to its limits, and Madeira is just one of the best places to do that. What is today's plan?
So today's plan basically is to just get a hang of this, which is the brand new DJI FPV drone. Absolute game changer, well at least we think so. We're going to be testing it out for the first time today and just getting a hang of the drone, trying to tune it as best we can so that it sort of feels as organic and sort of locked in and responsive as our normal FPV drones that we've, learned to fly over the past year or whatever. So yeah, that's the plan for today. We'll see how it goes.
And we've got the best FPV pilot in the game.
Oh yeah, mate.
Mr. Jimmy Matthews.
I've never flown one, but you can just tell, can't you, that I'm going to be one of the best FPV pilots in the world.
I'm trying to convince James to fly at least just once on this trip. I feel like he has what it takes.
I'll give it a go.
You want to get into it anyway,
Yeah.
and I think this drone, honestly, is a game changer, like Carl said. So right now, Fog Forest, testing it, and let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
So James, where are we right now?
Yo, Pico do Arieiro, mate.
Hey, we're back. Fourth time this year?
Too many bloody
Actually,
times.
no, to be honest, we've honestly gone here about 20 times. It's just a nightmare for weather, but two, it's one of the best spots in Madeira, right?
You've got to be here to get the right spots.
Yeah.
You've got to be here to get lucky with the conditions,
Yeah, it's got to be done. So wrapping up today's kind of drone pitch tuning kind of task with the most epic location and test, Pico de Arieiro. And we're actually going to try sending it quite far, testing out the fail-safes, return to home, hover feature, all of that. And I'm pretty excited on what we're going to get, hopefully. So yeah, Carl, if you're watching this, good luck with the Pico run. The sunset looking sick.
This is like...
That's the drone going crazy. I think Carl's absolutely loving it. Carl, what are you thinking?
Dude, I fell safe 3 times, dude. I flew like 2-3 kilometers away, dude. On the other side, like...
Which is game change. Like, Pico's so sketchy, but he literally fail-safed, and he just waited like 10 seconds and it came literally right back. Absolutely game changing.
Can't live without you. But I really want it.
So we've actually made it to Pico once again for the shoot. This whole section's gonna light up, and this is the final kind of scene where we return the drone home, showing that feature, which is just the most insane feature of the actual DJI drone. You can just fly and just get that reassurance that it's gonna come back, and we're gonna capture it all at this location. And yeah, just waiting for that sun to pop, getting some establishment shots right now, and yeah, just get shooting, to be honest. We're waiting for the sun to pop, so I'm going to quickly run over the actual DJI drone. So obviously the gimbal's at the front with the camera. Here are the actual specs of this camera, which is insane. We're shooting at 50 frames, 4K 50. To be honest, this is incredible. It's such a revolutionary step in the FPV game in terms of just what I need to pack, the kind of weight it is, the battery life, the way you put on the props. Like when I'm just hiking, for example, in Pico, I don't want to be carrying tons and tons of gear. So, like, to be honest, when I saw Carl just whip out all the lipos and the props and all of those different tools, mate, it's a nightmare, isn't it? Yeah.
Such a nightmare, yeah.
So with this, 2 batteries, the actual quad itself is super light. So taking out this is literally just the drone itself, and it's honestly feels like 3 grams. It's so light. The battery itself is probably the main weight, but 20 minutes flight time. I think depending on the type of style you're shooting, if it's in the normal mode or the sport mode or in the acro mode, the battery does drain a bit more in acro. But what's amazing about this drone is if you are a beginner in FPV, this is just kind of gives you those set bladders to get to that full manual acro mode. And to be honest, it's just great to just fly as a normal kind of Mavic kind of style drone, getting those establishment shots. I don't need to be carrying 2 drones now, and I can just strap this to the back of my bag and I just forget it's there. It's so light. And in terms of the other equipment you need, it's just the remote, the goggles, and a USB-C LiPo battery for the goggles, and you're good to go. So I'll be definitely using this going forward, to be honest, because I just get that reassurance again with that return to home feature, the hover mode. And soon, like in the past, when you're about to take off an FPV drone, you have to be zoned in completely. And don't get me wrong, I'm still zoned in when flying this, but I can maybe take a little breath, pause it, let it hover, take off the goggles, kind of check my surroundings and make sure I'm kind of getting the shots I want, and then I can just reset by putting the goggles back on and go straight back into kind of acro mode, which is insane. Now I think the sun's about to pop, so let's get shooting.